Have you ever walked away from a conversation or interaction feeling emotionally drained, even though you couldn't quite pinpoint why? For many of us, the answer is yes. Whether it's a manipulative friend, a critical family member, or a demanding colleague, harmful individuals can take a toll on our mental well-being in ways that are subtle yet profound. This video is about more than just identifying toxic traits. It's about understanding how exposure to such behaviors can shape our emotional health over time. Why is this so important? Because the effects of harmful people often go unnoticed until they're overwhelming, leaving us feeling anxious, stressed, or even doubting our self-worth. But here's the good news. Recognizing the impact is the first step toward regaining control. Throughout this video, we'll explore how harmful individuals influence mental health, how to identify the signs you're being affected, and most importantly, actionable strategies for recovery and resilience. By the end, you'll not only understand the dynamics of these relationships but also feel equipped to take back your emotional freedom. Because everyone deserves peace of mind and the tools to protect it. Let's begin this journey toward awareness, healing, and empowerment. The subtle ways harmful people affect mental health. Harmful individuals rarely announce themselves with overt behaviors. Instead, their impact often begins subtly, through actions and attitudes that might seem minor at first but gradually take a significant toll. For instance, a manipulative friend may guilt-trip you into decisions that only benefit them, leaving you feeling obligated and drained. A controlling family member might undermine your confidence by questioning your choices or dismissing your successes. In a professional setting, a colleague who thrives on criticism could chip away at your self-esteem, creating a constant state of unease. What makes these interactions so damaging is their cumulative effect. Harmful individuals often create an environment of negativity that feels inescapable, leading to increased stress and anxiety over time. You may find yourself questioning your judgment, second-guessing your decisions, or even blaming yourself for the tension in the relationship. The psychological impact doesn't stop there. Constant exposure to toxic behaviors can lead to physical symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or trouble sleeping. Over time, these effects can erode not only your mental health but also your overall well-being. The most challenging part? Recognizing that this isn't normal. It's easy to rationalize these behaviors, especially when the person involved is someone close to you. But acknowledging the harm is crucial. It's the first step toward breaking free and reclaiming your peace of mind. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into the specific signs that indicate you're being affected by harmful individuals, even when it's not immediately obvious. Identifying these patterns can help you take the next steps toward emotional recovery and resilience. Recognizing the signs you're being affected. It can be surprisingly difficult to identify when someone's behavior is taking a toll on your mental health. Often, the signs of their influence manifest subtly, building over time until they feel impossible to ignore. Recognizing these signals is essential for regaining control of your emotional well-being. One of the first indicators is persistent physical stress. You might notice tension in your body, frequent headaches, or an overwhelming sense of fatigue even after rest. Sleep disturbances are common too, either struggling to fall asleep or waking up feeling unrest due to lingering anxiety. Emotionally, you may feel heightened irritability or sadness after interactions with a harmful individual. There's also the possibility of self-doubt creeping in. Perhaps you've started questioning your decisions or hesitating to share your opinions, fearing criticism or backlash. On a behavioral level, you might find yourself avoiding certain people or situations altogether. Social withdrawal, procrastination, and an overall lack of motivation are often direct results of prolonged exposure to negativity. What's most important to understand is that these responses are not signs of weakness, they're signals. They're your mind and body telling you that something in your environment isn't right. Recognizing them is a powerful step toward addressing the problem and finding solutions. Now that we've identified the signs, let's explore how to take proactive steps toward protecting yourself. In the next chapter, we'll discuss the importance of setting boundaries and how they serve as your first line of defense. Breaking free, the importance of setting boundaries. When dealing with harmful individuals, one of the most empowering steps you can take is to establish clear boundaries. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, they are about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. They serve as a safeguard, ensuring that others' actions and behaviors don't interfere with your peace of mind. The first step in setting boundaries is understanding your limits. Ask yourself, what behaviors are you unwilling to tolerate? Whether it's being spoken to disrespectfully, feeling pressured into decisions, or constantly being interrupted, identifying these triggers is key to creating a framework for self-preservation. Next, communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. This doesn't mean being confrontational, it's about being direct while maintaining respect. For example, if someone frequently interrupts you, a firm but polite response like, "I'd like to finish my thought before we continue," can establish a line without escalating the situation. It's also important to enforce boundaries consistently. People may test them, especially if they're used to overstepping. Respond firmly but calmly, and don't feel guilty for prioritizing your well-being. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect. Practical tools like saying no when needed, avoiding unnecessary interactions, and limiting your time with toxic individuals can create significant positive shifts in your emotional health. By setting boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself from harm, you're also sending a message that your time, energy, and mental health are valuable. With boundaries in place, you'll be better equipped to focus on healing and rebuilding your resilience. In the next chapter, we'll discuss actionable strategies to help you recover emotionally and regain your strength. Healing strategies, rebuilding emotional resilience. Setting boundaries is a crucial first step, but healing goes beyond creating distance. It involves actively rebuilding your emotional resilience. Harmful individuals can leave lasting emotional wounds, but with intentional effort, you can recover your inner strength and move forward. Start by practicing mindfulness. This doesn't require hours of meditation. It's about grounding yourself in the present moment. Simple techniques like focusing on your breathing or practicing gratitude can help reduce anxiety and create mental clarity. Mindfulness allows you to process emotions without being overwhelmed by them, making it easier to move past the negativity caused by toxic interactions. Journaling is another powerful tool. Writing down your thoughts and experiences provides a safe space to reflect and process your feelings. Journaling can also help identify patterns in your relationships, giving you greater insight into what triggers emotional stress and how to address it. Seeking support is equally important. Whether it's through therapy, a support group, or trusted friends, sharing your experiences can be incredibly validating. Therapists, in particular, can offer professional guidance to help you unpack complex emotions and rebuild your confidence. Self-compassion is a cornerstone of resilience. Many people blame themselves for staying in harmful situations or for not recognizing toxic behaviors sooner. Remind yourself that growth is a process and that taking steps toward healing, no matter how small, is an act of courage. Finally, prioritize habits that nurture your emotional well-being. Physical exercise, creative hobbies, and reconnecting with supportive people can help you regain a sense of balance and joy. These habits not only aid in recovery but also strengthen your emotional resilience, making it easier to navigate future challenges. By implementing these strategies, you'll begin to see that healing is not only possible but transformative. As you rebuild your emotional foundation, you'll find yourself better prepared to reclaim your life and move forward with confidence. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to channel this newfound strength into reclaiming your power and building a more positive future. Reclaiming your power, moving forward with confidence. Once you've begun healing, the next step is to reclaim your power and use it to build a life free from the influence of harmful individuals. This is your opportunity to redefine your narrative, focus on growth, and move forward with renewed confidence. The first step in this journey is trusting yourself again. Toxic relationships often erode self-confidence, making it hard to rely on your own judgment. Start small by setting achievable goals, whether it's completing a task you've been putting off or pursuing a personal interest you've neglected. Celebrate each accomplishment, no matter how minor it may seem. It's proof that you're capable and resilient. Focus on reframing your perspective. Instead of seeing the experience with a harmful individual as purely negative, view it as a lesson in strength and self-awareness. What did you learn about your boundaries, values, or priorities? Use these insights to guide your future choices and relationships. Surround yourself with positivity. This might mean spending more time with supportive friends, seeking out mentors, or immersing yourself in environments that uplift and inspire you. Positive connections act as a counterbalance, reinforcing your self-worth and helping you stay grounded. Finally, embrace a forward-thinking mindset. While healing involves processing the past, reclaiming your power is about focusing on what lies ahead. You have the tools, the resilience, and the opportunity to create a brighter, healthier future. As we conclude, we'll tie together everything discussed, leaving you with a motivational reminder of your strength and potential. Your journey to emotional freedom. As we wrap up this journey, remember that recognizing and recovering from the influence of harmful individuals is an act of profound courage. It's not easy to confront the toll such relationships can take on your mental health, but by doing so, you've already taken the first steps toward reclaiming your emotional freedom. Through awareness, boundary setting, and active healing, You've equipped yourself with the tools to rebuild resilience and protect your well-being. You've learned to recognize the subtle ways negativity creeps into your life and how to shield yourself from it. Most importantly, you've rediscovered the power within you to move forward with strength and confidence. Your journey doesn't stop here. Recovery and growth are ongoing processes, and each step you take reinforces your emotional foundation. Remember to celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and continue prioritizing the relationships and practices that nurture your mental health. You are capable of creating a life defined not by the negativity of others but by your own values, purpose, and joy. Every effort you make to heal and protect yourself is an investment in your happiness and future. So, as you step into the next chapter of your life, carry this truth with you. You have the strength to overcome, the resilience to rebuild, and the power to thrive. Thank you, Navigator, for being part of this conversation. Your emotional well-being matters, and this journey is yours to own and celebrate.